I'm talking like my homie
Like Uzi
went there for Hove, and he was like, "Yo, I like J. Cole new album more now." Like, you know how chill and quote unquote boring J. Cole's album they said was. I loved it.
Yeah.
But when you watch him perform it, if you never heard the album, you was like, "Yo, these is all bangers." Because he, no matter how chill a song is, this nigga jumping up and down, going crazy and shit, making you like he's enhancing the energy of the song.
I mean, that's how it was after I listened to 21's performance too. Cause it's like now I like his album a little bit more.
You get it a little bit.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, I understand.
And I believe with Hove, you probably would too if it was like somewhere where you had seats,
right?
Where you could sit down, you could stand up. Main America Festival shit, you can't chill. Like once you start chilling, you get burnt out.
Right.
You need to always be jumping around.
And I had to piss crazy,
but you can't go.
Because I kept drinking beer. Nah, I mean we did because my boy stood there.
Yeah, we didn't go. I didn't even drink it. I had a beer. When I realized I wouldn't be able to take a piss, I threw it away. I was like, "There's no way." Most niggas had diapers on. No bullshit. Yeah, they were just wearing diapers.
That's smart.
And they was just dropping them off because like when Cole left, niggas most niggas was clearing, and you could just see diapers on the ground and shit. I don't think they was shitting in them, but they was pissing.
You gotta
in them.
be prepared for that shit though.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even be mad. It's like Savage World out there. It's just fuck it.
Festivals is
people was talking about they was doing coke, they was doing Molly.
A dude passed out.
Yeah,
and he was fucked. Like ain't no emergency vehicle coming to get you. His homeboy had to carry him and trying to get niggas out the way. Like he could have died. I don't know. Like it's too packed. Like that shit. I don't know how packed it was when you was there. When I was there, shit was sardines.
It was.
Like when we was pushing our way up, niggas was getting trampled because it wasn't just us. It was like it was like a good 50 people.
Right.
Like we wasn't the niggas pushing, we was the niggas following the niggas pushing.
I got you.
So we was able to scram like
I got you.
You know what I mean? But Big Sean way is far back. But
I got you.
I say that to say niggas walk around at them fat. Like Hove was in that year. Like if you probably can Google it or YouTube Hove watching Beyonce at Main America, it's regular niggas next to him.
Yeah, you could
Where
probably
you gonna go? There's no backstage.
It probably was people just walking around. I just didn't see him. It was so many.
There's so many people,
and I did get burnt out fast because I was by myself. Because the person I went up there with, he went to work or whatever. So I was.
He was working there.
Yeah, he was doing like one of them little tent Jones.
Okay,
so he got me. I mean, we was in or whatever. So basically, that shit was crazy because.
You got to be prepared for a festival.
Yeah, basically, I was by myself, so I'm like, all right, I'm about to go fuck around. I went to go see Pusha T.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I rolled up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody be smoking. Definitely,
right.
Everybody smoking.
Right. So I left out. You had to go find another stage. So I'm like, all right, I'm asking people where the next stage at. So there's one dude I met. I mean, I ain't never gonna forget this nigga. This nigga was wild, bro. He was like, all right. He was like, you got some more? I was like. Yeah, yeah. So I was like, yeah. So I was like, he was like, yeah, let's go find the stage. Let's go find the stage. Dude from Canada.
Yeah, that's crazy. That festival that big.
Yeah. So we started walking. We started looking for. He's like, yeah, I'll buy you beer. I'm like, all right, cool. So he bought me a beer. So then we went and we seen 21. So he like, yo, yeah, let's go fight some bitches. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So he started. He was a savage.
His hollering those.
Savage.
Hollering at him.
Like no remorse.
Is he black or white?
Like white.
He was white.
He
was hollering the white hoes or the black hoes?
Yeah.
The white girls.
White girls. But anything, because we was talking to black chicks too.
Right.
But like back in your single days, like remember we used to go to the, back in the day when we used to go to the shit.
Like the mall or something, trying to bag most girls.
He would have been that nigga.
He was the nigga getting all the girls. Was he succeeding?
He was setting me up.
Was he getting numbers?
Yes.
Was he?
Yes. He was like, he had a little crazy accent. He was like, I'm ugly, huh? Like,
was he ugly?
He wasn't an ugly dude, but it just seemed like he
clowning.
knew. He just knew what he was doing.
He was just like, so he was the goat a little bit.
He was the goat.
He was the goat
to the point where.
So he be fucking a lot of hoes.
He
You
be
saying?
Fucking a lot of hoes.
You could tell he be fucking a lot of hoes.
He be fucking a lot of hoes.
Was he by himself?
I don't know, because he was with these two bulls.
Okay.
But then. Like when we went to go see 21, I'm like, yo, because he was waiting for them. I'm like, yo, I gotta see 21 because I wasn't trying. Like I was just trying to be really by myself. I wasn't trying to have nobody, had nobody with me.
Right.
If you gonna rock out, we gonna rock out. But I'm not about to
waiting around
this shit
for you.
Yeah. So he was like, all right, well, we about to lead him. So we bounced. Yeah. And then that's when he went the savage mode. Yeah. Like 10. You
gotta be a wild nigga to go to a festival with your homies, believe your homies for some random nigga who just on the same mission you on.
For real.
You just one of them niggas that just
for real.
That mentality, you want to try to like get that. Like I want that mentality. I don't give fuck.
He said it. I think he was on
He was on
White
drugs.
Girl.
Okay.
Yeah, because
he
was like, yeah, I tried to sneak some in there, but I was scared. And I was
okay.
He was like, you got some? I was like, no.
So what type of accent did he have? Like some French shit?
Nah, it was Canadian.
I know, but what the fuck is a Canadian accent?
It's just like
Drake or
Drake don't
or
have
Justin Bieber don't got a Canadian accent, but I know there's a Canadian accent. But I think it's like French, isn't it?
It might be.
I think it's like I'm not saying they speak French, but it's kind of like
it's weird,
it's
like English, but with a
right.
Yeah,
because technically they British Columbia,
right.
Like they don't got a president. They report to like the king, I think.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think so. I don't fucking know. I'm making shit up.
I feel
but
you.
I think so.
They don't fuck with our president.
No.
Right.
Like they don't have a president.
And I don't think they. Yeah. Right.
I think they report to the king.
Yeah, I got you.
So maybe it is some London shit.
Yeah. So so it was crazy. So then I'm like, so I gotta go link up with my man. You feel me? Because he get off. He's about to get off. But this bull was wild. So it's like I can't really bring him around him because then he might. You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't want to mix them two vibes.
You thought they would fight or something?
Not fight, but it's just like I knew he would probably get irritated. Like,
he was annoying.
Because he didn't want me to leave. I'm like, yo, I gotta go to work. I'm about to leave. He's like, nah. No, you can't go to work.
So he was like one of them turnt motherfuckers from back in high school that be drawing.
Just dancing in front of everybody. Like he'll probably grab your babe, but like he's
okay.
You know what I mean?
So,
like he was the GOAT.
So you definitely would rumble that nigga. That don't count as the GOAT. I know the type of nigga you talking about.
Okay.
You talking about you when you turn. That's you when you turn. You talk about yourself. That's why you fuck with that retarded nigga. If I met you when you was drunk and I didn't know you, I would fight you, nigga. For sure, nigga. You talking about drunk you. Like, that's you, nigga. You talking about yourself. You met your alter ego, nigga. Imagine that times 10. That's what you are, dog. That's what you talk. Any nigga that would grab a girl's butt that's with they niggas, he ain't the GOAT. He's fucking turned.
He didn't do it, but I'm saying he the type.
But you say he would.
Yeah,
that mean he was too turned.
Like walk up to random groups and just start dancing with them. But like,
yeah, if a nigga start dancing with your babe when you with her, you have to fight him.
Like, cause I'm looking for groups that's like with no dudes, but he was talking to groups
with dudes. I'm not fighting for that nigga. And Made in America, you can't get knocked. If you get knocked out, you fucked.
Right.
Because there's no emergency. Niggas is all recording you. You going viral because this nigga is from every fucking state. Nigga, you viral in Dallas and Nebraska. You get knocked out Made in America.
Yeah. Like,
you can't fuck with them type of niggas, man.
He just eventually started gradually drawing. So I had to separate myself.
I imagine.
And I was trying to leave, and he was like, "No, you can't leave."
You said he was on coke. That was I'd have been. Get the fuck away from me.
I don't know.
If you think he was on coke, he was on coke. Like there's no. Like I've never met him.
I didn't know at first either.
But then he was thinking like, "Yo, this nigga probably on some coke."
And then I'm saying once he asked me that, like like an hour into.
He asked you, "Did you have some coke?"
Yeah, because after we were smoking,
he's probably on like heroin or something. That nigga was
I don't know what heroin.
Any nigga that will
he
ask
was hyped, like he probably.
Do you have coke? He does more than coke.
No, he probably right.
You gotta be ballsy to ask a nigga, do you got some coke? Because niggas just don't be having coke.
Nah, you right.
Like,
right. I mean, he was talking about he offered it and all that. You know what I mean?
What?
I think he sold it too. Whatever.
Okay,
that's
you whispering like the cops in here.
Nah, you right there. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just it was wild. So then so then I was like, I gotta get out of here. So then I was like, all right. It was like a sad movie because it's like I'm trying to get away from him.
He trying to hold back.
Yeah. So I finally he started talking to somebody because he was just just in that mood. So I just
dipped out on him.
Right. It was so many people.
Did you ever run into him that night?
Nah.
Never run back into him.
Nah.
They said it's like millions of people there, like literally over 1 million people.
I bet
it's the biggest festival in the United States.
Like I couldn't soak it in because I never been to, like we went to the Kendrick concert, so it was inside.
Right.
It was kind of controlled.
Yeah.
You knew what I mean. You knew where your peoples was if you left.
Yeah.
Like you knew where the bathroom was. Like it was like one area where the bathroom was.
Yeah.
So if you didn't remember where it was,
the porta potties. Yeah, the porta potties in the beginning.
If you didn't remember where it was,
you was fucked.
You just had to find somewhere. Like you got to the point where I'm just pissing outside. But it's so many people.
I don't even know how you found a way to piss outside.
I mean, it was like this one area where it was like 2 trucks, and I kept seeing it when I walked by, and I just had to run over there. But if I found a porta potty, it was weird because it was like 2 rows of porta potties, and then it was like 2 porta potties on the outside.
Yeah.
So then people would use them and I went in the middle outside, and then I came back, and I seen everybody
doing the same
doing
thing,
it, but it was nobody out here.
Right.
So then what was in here? I was like, man, fuck that. So I went out here,
Right.
and I came back. Everybody was, you know what I mean? So I definitely started that trend, y'all. If y'all was in Made in America, I started that pissing on the outside.
Dog, festivals is something you gotta like. As popping as Made in America was, when I left, I said I never want to go to a festival again.
Yo, that's
like,
what I was saying.
That shit is like, you gotta be on like some, like Made in America is a drawing festival because it's too big, and it's not in an area that's like, it's not in like open area, like it's a bunch of shit out there, like it's very modern. Where you got some festivals like what's the one big festival?
Firefly?
No, not fucking Firefly, nigga. Firefly in Delaware.
What's
like the what's the one shit that Frank Nigga said Woodstock. I don't know if Woodstock was a festival. I think it was like an event. I think Woodstock was like some shit from the 70s. What's the one shit that
like
Coachella.
Coachella.
Because I think Coachella is like in some
a big piece of land. I got you.
Because when I see pictures of Coachella, it's like a lot of spaces between motherfuckers. Like it's like it might be me taking a picture right here, but another nigga ain't.
I got you.
To
it's
like the TV,
like
in Made in America, no matter where you are, there's a nigga at your shoulder.
But and it's blocked in.
Yeah,
is Coachella blocked in?
No, because
so how do you know who's paid or not?
Oh, it's blocked. Yeah, it's caged in, right? But I'm saying, Made in America is not one big land. Like it's not only trucks and shit. It's like monuments there. Right. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like a street. Right. You know what I mean? Like it's like built on like areas where like.
Yeah.
It's not open land. Yeah, like it's regular. Like there's a monument there.
Yeah,
like
nah, you're right.
That's taking up a big. It's buildings. You know what I mean? So it's like not on
and
like
a lot of it was muddy, dog. Yeah, it rained.
But that's cool because that's how festivals be.
I got you.
But if it's one big area, it's like you embrace it more. It's like fuck it. But when Made in America is like you on the street and there's too many people at your shoulder, like Coachella, I'm sure there's a spot where if you watching a show, you might be jam packed. But when you step away from the show, at least the year I went, even if you was like not at the stage, it was packed.
Bro.
It was like it was somebody
packed.
at your shoulder. That's too packed.
That's what I'm saying. It was overwhelming. Like I would go again knowing how to handle it now. But when I left, I was like, man, it's bullshit.
I would never go back to Coachella. I never go back to Made in America, bro. Yeah. It's too urban. I think that's what it is. It's too like.
It was more white people than black people.
No. Urban, not black, but like it's in the city.
I got you.
Like it's not like open land. Like, if it's open land, I'm chilling.
Nowhere to park.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
get how it was so many people.
It was like a maze, dog. That shit's like a maze. Like even in there, like I didn't know. Like it's hard to find the other stages. Like it's like a maze and shit.
I got you.
Coachella's like just land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I had to park and then catch an Uber.
Yeah.
To the
Far
event,
as fuck,
and then I had to walk a little bit too. You feel me? So it was just like I don't even get how they did that. To be honest with you,
and it's the biggest festival in the United States, like people wise, because fuck, it's Jay-Z. Like
I fucked with it. I ain't gonna hold you. Like it was a great experience. Like
I wish it was somewhere not in Philly.
Yeah, it has to be a big piece of land,
like in Nebraska or something.
Dover,
like,
somewhere. Like that's why Firefly probably pops because people can camp out there.
But the acts aren't as big. Like it's just because it's not as much people.
Oh no, I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
Because it's probably not enough. But it should be somewhere like that, right? But I don't think it's anywhere in Dover that's big enough to house that many people.
I mean, they got land on land, bro.
Like
even across the street from my house on 13, where that Blue Diamond Park used to be.
That ain't enough.
That's
you
definitely
know how many
enough.
people is that fucking Made in America, dog? I think Coachella is like in like it's not even in LA. It's like in somewhere in California. That's like it's not. I don't think Coachella's in like a city, right? I think it's like in like a county.
So what if they held something at
It gotta be like somewhere like Cape Henlopen, where it's like not a lot of
Glasgow Park.
Yeah, they can have something, but that shit's no. Man, nigga, Made in America is huge. Like if you drive back and somebody showed you how big the area was that Made in America was in, you was like, you would probably think, God,
okay,
damn,
yeah,
like
I can't appreciate it because I can't really see how big the area.
Yeah, that's only because probably because I know
Rocky John, the Rocky Steps.
It's just it's like not like one area. It's like imagine if it was like from the Blue Diamond State Park to like the Wawa or like to like 40. Like it's
really that big.
It's long. It's in deep. Like I didn't even touch Nigga, I only stayed in like a select area.
Yeah, I got
like
you.
I didn't even explore.
I got you.
how
I
big
got you.
that
I
bitch
got
is.
you. I got
Like,
you. I got you. I got
and
you.
there was it's what 4 stages or something.
Yeah.
I only seen one.
Nah, I got
and
you.
I was like, this shit's got to be
It
big.
do make sense though.
Yeah, that shit's too big.
It makes sense. So yeah, so it was a fun night though. You know, I just should have shook my man Bleak hand though, but I gotta
Yo, so you ever heard of Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah.
Remember Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah.
Do you know why Pee Wee Herman stopped popping?
Because I
guess
guess
everybody
child
knew this.
molester, right?
That ain't what I heard. That something like that happened afterwards. But no, so back in the day he had this show, the Pee Wee Herman or whatever, with the kids and shit. So remember back in the day was like early 90s. It really wasn't no porn. Like you really couldn't really watch porn like that. I guess VHSs was just starting to pop, right? I mean, where would you fucking watch porn? You had to order the channel. So porn wasn't like as popular. So remember they had them porno theaters, like XX movies playing here. So he went to the porno theater and he was fucking beaten off, right? And I guess cops went into cops go there to check to make sure people not exposing themselves, and they arrested that nigga, right? And he told him yo, I'm Pee Wee Herman, he was dressed up in disguise. He was like, yo, I'm Pee Wee Herman, don't arrest me, I'll perform at your kids' parties or whatever. So long story short, it got out, and I guess because he was like a child performer, they was like, oh, this guy's beat up. But I was thinking well, what the fuck are them theaters there for? I would beat the fuck off too.
Right.
What?
That's yeah.
Why? When we was talking about today at work, and I was like, yo, it was blowing my mind, because I was like, so you go see a porno and you gotta watch it the same way you watch fucking Lion King? I gotta just get fucking popcorn and watch it regular?
Right.
Niggas is going there to beat their dick.
Right.
Why was that wrong?
Because
that shit ended his.
I know, but it's only because he messed with the kids and the media.
No, but
the media did it.
No, they arrest niggas. He wasn't the only one that got arrested.
Oh.
It was normal for cops to go in there to make sure niggas wasn't beaten off.
Wasn't beaten off.
Yes, he didn't do any that was what he did was illegal.
Caught?
What? Because cops be in there shining.
Well, put your dick up, Pee Wee.
No, why can't he beat his dick, nigga? What? What?
I get you, but if you know you're gonna get arrested and put your dick up.
I'm sure Dane had an internet back then. He probably didn't even know you couldn't do that. Think about it, my nigga. Just place yourself there.
Right.
Go see a porno in the movie theaters.
Oh no.
Why else am I going there?
Beating my dick. I'm beating my dick if I go to a porn theater.
I guess my question is, I get it. You're Pee Wee Herman. Don't get caught doing it. Right. Fuck that. I get that. The deeper question, why the fuck can't you beat your dick at a porno theater? What the fuck are you there for?
Yeah.
What the fuck is I don't know. I mean, the people at my job couldn't answer me. Why did they exist?
I guess to go there and get hard.
And then that's it. You just go watch a porno and be going.
That's what they want.
And they
you
play
to do.
3 back to back. It was they said it was 3 pornos playing. You know what I mean? It's 3. It was Eye of the Tiger or some other shit and some other shit. I was reading about that shit.
That's corny.
I don't fucking understand.
If I couldn't beat off, I wouldn't go.
I
wouldn't just go in there and just be.
I'm not just gonna
off,
go watch.
But if I felt the urge real quick, I'm like, man.
and think about it. We thinking of it in today's era. Why would I beat off? I could just go home and beat off, right? But they didn't have that luxury,
right?
If you watch, I'm sure he could have watched porno at home, but I guess porno theaters were a thing,
right. Now, yeah, you gotta think about that too. Porn wasn't that popping to the point where you can't get it at home. So if you there, you right.
Most niggas in there, everybody probably in their little area. One nigga in that corner, one nigga in this corner, one nigga in this corner. Beat your dick.
He was just probably weird, man. They probably just wanted to fuck his career over, man. It had to be that.
Fuck that. If I would have been beating my dick in that theater. I don't give up. I mean, I can't imagine me going to go watch a porno in a theater, but
I mean,
that's
maybe
because
to clean
I
up.
live in today's era.
Right.
Maybe back in the day. I mean, if that's the way you get it, that's the way you get it.
So he got arrested for it.
He got arrested for it. He got a little.
That's corny. The cop that exposed him is corny.
I mean, they exposed. I guess that was the thing. It was they go in there regularly. It wasn't some sting.
I don't understand it.
I didn't
understand it.
Yeah,
that's stupid.
Yeah, I kind of didn't.
That's stupid. My man Pee Wee should have bought one and put it in his own
I just didn't get. I guess I brought it up because my whole time,
my
entire life, I always thought when niggas went to these theaters, they just beat their dick. Like it blew my mind when they said that was illegal.
Yeah, right. It's blowing mine too. I can't even really soak in like what was the purpose of it.
Yeah,
it's like
it's like going to the strip club and saying I can't.
Club?
Yeah, but at least you could touch the girls in the strip club. Like the strip clubs that say no touching, I don't get that either. Like I don't get that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But most of them you can touch. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Strip clubs, they're there though. So maybe you can't beat your dick, but at least you can touch them. At least you can go get a personal lap dance, probably pay $300 and get your dick sucked.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But you ain't got nobody busting in the bathroom seeing if you jacking off.
Yeah, but if you beating off at a strip club, you're a weirdo because the girl isn't in there with you. Maybe if you beating off in the strip club, but that's drawing. Like that's drawing. Like that's drawing.
She starts shaking your ass on you. She's like, damn, I like this bitch. And then you went in the bathroom and thought about her.
That's where we differ because that thought can't live in my head, nigga. That thought would have left my head. I start thinking about some other shit.
Right.
What happened earlier in my day? Like that thought can't. If I could take that thought and keep that bitch there, maybe. But my mind raced too much. I would be thinking about some other shit. If you gonna beat off in a strip club, do it like a G and just beat off in front of everybody. But that's drawing. But in a dark theater, you do whatever.
Pee-wee got fucked over.
Yeah, he should have. Yeah, they fucked my boy Pee-wee.
Pee-wee got fucked over. I mean, he was like a weirdo. It's like my man Elmo. Like they fucked my man Elmo. I mean, I don't know what happened.
I didn't know what the fuck he looked like though. Like Elmo was a kid. Pee-wee was a nigga. Like Pee-wee was my.
But that's
nigga.
What I'm saying. They gonna expose him. They put my man face up. Now you know who do Elmo is.
I don't even know who the fuck Elmo is.
They say he was like a child molester.
I believe it though. Like he sound like a child molester, my nigga. Like I get that. Like I get that Elmo did. I'm sure he probably fucked little kids, my nigga. Like that's drawing.
That is right, drawing.
Yeah.
So look, like hickeys and stuff like that, is that like corny now?
That's funny you say that because I just put a hickey on my girl neck like 2 weeks ago by accident. But it's like back in the day.
I mean, it's by accident.
Yeah, it's like you're not trying to. But if you're in a zone and back in the day it was corny because most niggas couldn't. I think we think of it as corny because we associate hickeys with I couldn't fuck her because our parents were home, so we just was kissing all night. Right. So most of the time back in the day, if you put a hickey on your girl's neck, you probably didn't have sex with her that night. Like y'all was probably just kissing, rubbing. Right. It was passionate because it was called a passion mark, or at least in Philly we called it a passion mark. But that's because you didn't have. So we associate the hickey with the fact that you couldn't smash. But if I put a hickey on my girl's neck, it's because we just in a zone, and while I'm fucking her, I'm kissing on her neck. I'm just going. I'm like in that moment, I'm just in the zone. You know what I mean? So no, I don't think hickeys is corny. I think you was if you
cause
like
look,
that was a passionate night, so I fucked with that night.
I got you. So look, I seen somebody post on Facebook that their boyfriend came home with 3 hickeys on his neck, like in a row, like down the line. And I'm just like, who? First off, who leaves hickeys on purpose like that? Second off, how would you who lets hickeys happen?
It's easy to say that, right? So back in the day, back when I was a young boy, like a few years ago, not my girl now, but before.
You can't bite the neck or even suck on the neck no more.
So
bro.
Back in the day, I went to this bar. Yeah, I'm good. I went to this bar.
Don't push it away.
I met this girl in a bar. We were feeling each other. We went in a car and we fucked. Right. So at that point, I had a girl. Not currently. This is like 5 years ago.
Right.
And we was just in the zone. I was turned. She was turned. I don't know what the fuck happened. Right. But when we was pulling off, whatever, she left, I left. We was pulling off. My homie was like, yo, you got a fucking hickey on your neck. You see what I'm saying? So long story short, I had to go to my sister crib, get her to cover that bitch up. But it wasn't like.
What you mean?
Makeup.
Was you living? Was y'all?
Was back in the day though,
was
yeah.
y'all in the same quarters?
I would have eventually seen her.
Right, I got
you. Know what I mean? Like hickeys don't go away after one day. They go up there like 3 days.
You ain't take a shower, nigga?
I did, but
the makeup don't come off?
No. You gotta keep ass key and cow. It was like I went there like 3 days in a row or something like that. Every day, my nigga.
Oh, I got you.
Every day. Like you had to keep going back.
You're savage.
You know what I mean? But it wasn't like when I was in that zone, I don't even remember. I was turned.
Right.
Nigga, I don't remember kissing my neck. I just remember just fucking.
Now you getting that shit. You getting your head young.
It depends on Like that night was a one night stand.
Nah, guys, back in the day, I'm talking about now. Like now,
I can see myself getting lost in a moment, but those are special moments. If it's like not special, like oh it means something, but special like it was like you such like adrenaline flowing. You in the car, it's people outside. You don't know if somebody gonna see you. It's like oh you never even met this girl. You don't even know this girl's name. You just fucking her. So it's like so much shit is happening. You like sometimes when you fuck it, I don't know, but sometimes it's like an out of body experience. It's like, yo, I don't even remember. Like, this shit happened so popping.
Right.
I wasn't even in that moment. Like, you got your regular sex where you just knock the girl down. It's boring. It's normal.
Right.
It's normal. But when you do some wild shit, it's like you don't even control. Like, it's like being in the zone. Like, if you ever balled and you just hitting every three, it's like you don't even remember shooting that bitch. It was just everything just flowing.
So that goes to say, do hoes leave marks?
I think some girls do it intentionally, but that's different than you being like in a moment. No, those shouldn't happen often.
I'm saying, but like it's a different because your babe ain't gonna do shit like pinch your back. Like you ever had a bitch pinch your back?
Your girl should do. You should be doing some.
Why you gonna
shit.
Pinch my back?
That may be her thing though. Like some people, that's their thing. You probably got a thing that's weird. Like I got a thing that's weird. Like everybody got shit that's weird. Like so if that's her thing, if that's what she do, like back in the day I used to fuck this girl who used to put her tongue inside my ear. Like that was her thing and it kind of felt banging.
No, I'm saying because I used to have a chick that she used to like try to leave one.
But I don't know if she's some girls is just like
and then
like
ever since like a chick that I met or you know and that would try to do that, she was a hoe.
See, I don't know if that everybody's got different things. Well, like the girl who always put her tongue in my ear, every time I fucked her, she put her tongue in my ear. So it wasn't that she's trying to leave a hickey in my ear. That's just that's her move. Like that's what she do.
Right.
She must have had a nigga who liked it back in the day, and that's what she do.
And I don't even mean like hoe, like you fuck her first night. I mean, or a one night stand. That's not being a hoe. I mean like, you know, you only
that girl is sexual. I salute her. Anytime I gotta tell a girl to stop doing anything, that means she's in it. Like a lot of times these days, girls don't be in it. Like they be in it, but they don't be in it. Like a bitch moaning hard as shit or screaming like she in it.
All right, so I'm going to say some shit. So back in the day when I used to work at Bank of America,
got it.
I had a babe.
Got it.
This chick knew.
Got it.
I went over there.
Got it.
Knocking it.
Got it.
She tried to put a mark on me.
Now, do you know she was doing it maliciously? That's different.
It's different because if you got nails and you scratching, but if you just like, or you do a little pinch trying to leave a little mark, that's corny, bro. Or unless I'm overthinking.
Do you know, like, do you have context as to why she would? Because maybe, what if she does that to every nigga she fucks? You see what I'm saying? Like some people have their, like, that's just what they do. Like some people just do that.
What if they trying to get you caught?
That's different. But that. She would have to be doing something else to make me think she's doing that on purpose. If I just met a girl and she was doing that, I would just, because I've had some girls do some weird shit, and that was, but it's not weird. It's just like,
I got you.
Like sex shouldn't, like if every time you have sex, the same shit is happening, and then with Luda say, if you say some say sex is overrated, but you just not. Right. So it's like some people, so some girls just.
So I was being paranoid.
But I'm saying, if you told her to stop,
okay.
Like if you told her like after y'all was done fucking, like yo, you know I got babe. Like when you do that, that's drawing, and she continues to do it, then it's like all right, maybe she's doing something malicious. But if she's just doing it, that could just be like
her thing.
Cause I never had a girl pinch me like. So that was just she probably just in the zone. Like that's probably just what she do. Like. I like girls that do weird shit like that because that mean they like sex just as like they like low key nymphos like they freaky right
yeah they was the most freakiest
the freakiest. If you got to tell a girl to stop doing anything, she fucking freaky. So wait, but on that topic kinda. So let's say you know how niggas will say girls are gold diggers, right? You know she only wants you because of your bread.
We sex diggers.
Kinda like we body diggers. Like we looking at a girl, if she got a thorough body, we willing to put up with things we wouldn't put up with if she didn't have a thorough body. Just like if a nigga got money, a girl's willing to put up with some things she wouldn't put up with if a nigga didn't have money. So like that's the first, like the money might be the first thing that attracts a girl, but eventually if you win her over, if you got a nice personality and you cool, she gonna fuck with you even more.
Right.
Just like, but sometimes she might stay with you if she don't fuck with you because you got money. It's like sometimes a nigga might stay with a girl he don't really fuck with because she got a body.
Right.
So I say that to say, money is just like that's our version of body. Like that's our thing that attracts most women to men. Like some dudes do got like a muscular body and some girls like that, but the thing that most girls like is money and power.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like some dudes might like a girl who's like super freaky, but you more willing to put up with the girl that's not freaky but got a thorough ass body than the girl who got a trash body and super freaky. Like body is the shit that most men, like there's a percentage that don't.
I got you.
90% of men,
I got you.
Body first.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
I got
so
you.
I think that gold digger shit, like, or that whole like when I get on, I don't know if she with me for my money or not. Yeah, she with you for your money, nigga. Period. Just like you with her for her body. Period. It's as simple as that. Like if you cool, you know she with me for my money, but I'm a cool ass nigga, so I know she fuck with me too. But I know my money is what gave me a chance. Just like her body is what gave her a chance to fuck with you and your money. Because a girl without a body that you might have really fucked with, you wouldn't probably, it's lesser chance for you to give her, it's less of likely for you to give her a chance just because her body didn't stand out enough for you to even go to get to know her.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got
you. So that gold digging
that
shit is out the window. Fuck that gold
plays
digging
a part when you know, having sex and,
Fact.
you know,
Fact.
so.
Sex is key. But you're more likely to want to have sex with a girl with a body than a girl that
don't.
Unless you heard she freaky or she wearing some freaky shit, or you drunk and you just don't give a fuck.
Right.
But nowadays, nowadays, all girls got a ton of makeup on, right? So they all kind of alright, right? Every girl technically is alright. So technically, if you think about it, all girls is kind of ugly. Like there's no different. Like there's nothing that separates. Like I was looking at, I don't even want to say the person because they're a celebrity and who knows, but they're older celebrity. And I seen them post a picture, I guess it was their birthday or there was like an event or something. And I was like, wait, you usually ugly as fuck. And she old. But I was like, yo, she's kind of bad. Because that one event or whatever, I guess she threw on makeup. She don't usually wear makeup. And I'm like, wait, this shit is a cheat code. But if we use it to our advantage, really, you like I gotta treat you like you ugly or you a man. If you wear a ton of makeup, you either ugly or a man until you prove me otherwise. So it's like I'm not even I say that to say I'm not even attracted to like the girls. They be like, yo, she bad. I'll be like, I don't know, dog. She might be ugly or she might got a dick. Because why else do girls if you realize like them girls that be and not even on the homo shit, them niggas that turn to girls be turning into like super bad girls.
I know they be the baddest.
So
I mean, not to say not the baddest,
but I'm just saying like they're
ugly.
able to make themselves look bad.
So
now the ones that were already bad, if they using the same techniques as the gay dude, or the trans dude, I gotta assume that you trans too. So you know how it's guilty until proven innocent. You trans until you prove that you a girl because you wearing all the makeup, the fake titties, the fake ass that the trans person's wearing. No disrespect to the trans person, but if that's not my cup of tea. And you doing all the shit they doing, I don't know the difference. So girls that wear a ton of makeup and fake ass and fake titties, to me, you trans until you prove you're not trans.
I got you, because like you said, like that is kind of like a cheat code. And a lot of chicks don't look good without makeup. And I don't mean that with no disrespect, but at the end of the day, that's what they're putting on themselves when they do that and then take it off.
And I think they might look good if you seen them
without it,
but never seen them with it.
Right
now, I feel like I'm an attractive person, right? If I put on a fake hairline with waves, put on fake muscles, you know what I mean, and all that, and you know, made my straighten my eyebrows and shit, and then I meet a girl, she be like, yo, this nigga is the truth. Even though I know I'm the truth now, but if I take all that shit off, she be like, oh, this nigga busted because you just went. It was just too drastic of a change. So a girl could be cute, but because you always seen her as a dime, now she an 8.5 without the makeup and stuff. You like,
That's why
you think that 8.5 is really like a 6.
Right. That's why I could kind of I respect a woman more when she, even if she got a low cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I need to see you at your worst.
Yeah.
Let me see what you and or I'm like, if I meet you and you ain't got a ton of makeup on, just a regular day and shit.
Right.
If I meet you at a bar or club, it's not that I couldn't wife a girl from a bar or club, but more than likely you on your A game.
Right.
And maybe I'll give you, you know, I might get your number and talk to you. But if every time I see you, you on your A game, you might be a man, bro.
And that goes to this: is online dating like acceptable?
Online dating is popping. If I wasn't single, I'll fuck that Tinder up, my man. If Tinder and all that was popping in my single days, because when I was single, Tinder had just started. Man, I would be fucking every night. Every night. I'm not saying I wouldn't fuck a girl with a lot of makeup. I'm just saying I gotta, until you prove to me you a girl,
right?
I can't. But more than likely, those aren't the girls I'm swiping right on, which way you swipe on Tinder. Whatever way you swipe, I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I'm not even, like, my dick don't even get hard for them girls. Right. Now, girls that got bodies, yeah, but when you got the ton of makeup on, I can't, because I don't know if it's a man underneath there. But online dating, cool. I mean, I fuck online dating.
I'm saying, so like, because somebody told me a story about, they said that they met some dude, they picked him up, whatever. Then they went to the movies.
Got it.
And the dude paid for himself, and he ain't pay for her.
Got it.
So then she said she walked back to the car.
Got it.
And then he said, I'll pay for you if you want. And she said she just took him home. So it's like, I mean, you know, just a little story of online dating.
Yeah.
But and to relate to me, I met somebody online.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of knew them before though, but we kind of like started talking online. You know what I mean? And we had a long relationship. So it's like, but when you try to explain, or people be like, how did y'all meet? It's kind of weird when you try to explain how did y'all meet, because you can, you know, it's just weird. You be like, yeah, we met on Facebook, or
I don't give a fuck. It's no difference, because the thing is, because the internet, I mean, it's just not as, we just have more opportunity, right? So back in the day, in our parents' time, if you didn't meet your wife or your husband in college or high school, you was kind of fucked. Right. The only other chance you can meet is if you go out all the time. Right. So now we just have an extra resource. Like, you still maybe meeting girls at the club. You know what I mean? But more than likely, you're not meeting a girl at the supermarket. You know what I mean? Because it's not likely to happen. So now I think we just have extra resources. But yeah, I mean, I think when I say that to say the fail rate is this. It's higher only because you're getting more opportunities. Right. So, but it's no different.
And they got more people trying to holler at them.
Right. So it's like you might run into some crazy situations every now and again, but you may get the opportunity to get some banging situations too.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like,
so does it make it relationships harder to the point where you like, man, I'll go find somebody else right now?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think that's just like music. You know what I mean? It's so many rappers. It's like you just like, I just like, somebody can be banging or make a hot album, but you like, yeah, but I mean, that Kendrick album come on next week, so I mean, I'm gonna rock with you with the Kendrick album, I'm gonna rock with Kendrick, and then when Drake come out, I'm gonna rock with Drake. So it's like, I think it's up to us to appreciate the music or the girl we have at the moment. But for sure, the downside to having a lot of opportunity to see bad babes is like, you don't appreciate the girl you with. Right. But it's like, what if but it's not because of the internet. The internet is what gives us the opportunity to see girls. Right. But even if, let's say in the 20s, if there was areas that had big ass towns and there was a lot of girls, I'm sure it was the same way. Right. It was seeing more girls, so you didn't value the one you had as much. Right. So I say that to say, I don't think it's in human nature to not fuck other girls.
I got you.
I think it might be in our nature to love one. Right. But even if you love one, that doesn't mean you don't have the urge to fuck the other one. Right. So I say that to say, I love my parents. Right. They told me don't smoke weed. Right. When my dad found out I smoked weed, he was hurt. Right. Just like if my girl found out I cheat, she would be hurt. Right. But that doesn't mean, I knew if I get caught smoking, my dad would be hurt. Right. But and I smoked anyway. That doesn't mean I love my dad any less. Right. Just like that doesn't mean a guy will love his girl any less. It's just sometimes you just do shit for your own temptation or your own ego. Like, but that's human nature. Right. I don't think it's wrong. I think we made it wrong. Right. Because I was thinking earlier, I was like, yo, I think eventually marriage is gonna die
Right.
Like, which I think the same sex marriage helped the longevity of like these diamond distributors and shit like that, but they're finding new, like they're promoting. Back in the day, they was always promoting on TV engagement rings, but now they trying to find, they promote promise rings and necklaces and shit because people earrings, because our generation isn't valuing marriage as much. Like you don't know that many married people,
right?
But our parents at the age we're at now, 27, 28, they probably had 5 or 6 friends that was already married.
Right.
So our generation is going to be even less.
Right.
Their generation is going to be even less because I think the resources is showing us who we really are as humans. We really are savages.
And it's evolution.
I think it's just proving to us, like for so many years we thought we were like, because we didn't have resources, we were kind of like cavemen, trying to, but also we had law.
Right.
Now we have the ability to see beyond that law or beyond society. We're able to tap into our animal instincts that were already there. So we didn't think we were animals. We're mammals.
Right.
A lion is a mammal.
Right.
A dog is a mammal.
Right.
Like we're at the end of the day, we're mammals. We're a different mammal. Just like a dog is different than a lion.
I got you.
But we still all have, like, why do all mammals fuck, right? All mammals, like my dog can fuck my next door neighbor's dog. But then if he sees my other next door neighbor's dog, he's going to fuck that dog too.
And nobody's there to say
the cat's going to do the same thing.
Right.
A turtle's going to do the same. Every mammal would do that. But humans aren't. We're a mammal too. Why wouldn't we? So I think it's just, but at the same time, dogs can have companions. Like I don't know if they call it girlfriends, but if they grew up together and they cannot see that dog for 10 years. If they see him again, they'll know exactly who they are. They'll do their little nuzzle thing. Like, that doesn't mean they're not going to go fuck
another dog, right?
You know what I mean? So, so I don't know if it's evolution. I think
like human nature is like, all right, I'm not going to touch this little kid because you know you're not supposed to.
It just feels wrong.
You know what I mean?
It feels wrong. Yes.
But the only reason it's wrong, you fucking another chick, is because what society
was taught to you
is that you're not, once you meet one chick that you like, you're not supposed to touch any,
facts,
any other chicks. So.
We was on a deserted island, like Lord of the Flies type shit, but we were born on a deserted island. Once people, it would be like cavemen again. Once people realize, oh, this dick goes in this vagina, I'm just gonna do it to this one, and then.
And men can not knock up, but like, you gotta keep the species alive.
Facts.
So if a man has 6 different women, bang, 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 that's a family tree of 6 more people.
Yeah.
But a woman can't have 6 men because they're gonna be trying to kill each other to knock up. You know what I mean? It's just like
I think some women have that too, but I think it's more in men than women. Like men and women are different, period. But there's some women, just like there's some men who kind of like women where they don't want to fuck a lot of people. Right. Like there's some men who genuinely just
and there's some men who don't have like confidence and they'll probably get ran over by women. You know what I mean?
Right. But I'm some that may be confident. Like I know people I work with, cool dudes who like cool and they could get 1,000 girls, but they genuinely only want to fuck their girlfriend. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. Like there's some people who are built that way too. You know what I mean? Just like there's some women who go against the grain and they're just born with wanting to fuck a lot of dudes the same way dudes do.
Right.
But the common like thing, I think women are more. They will rather stick to one or maybe 2. Like a woman is more likely to have a boyfriend and have a side dude who's like they're like just like their boy, like 2 boyfriends. Right. A man is more likely to have like 5 and then 5 more that he just fucking. Right. Women are more intimate. They like
I got you. I got you.
So I don't want to say we evolving. I just want to say we're tapping into. We're realizing
who we really
like
are.
We're really savages. Like the people are doing all this crazy shit in the world. That's just what we are. Like if there were no rules, humans would be doing some fucked up shit. So we need rules, but just like lions be killing each other, killing hyenas, they don't go to jail. Right. And a lion. I was talking about this at work today. I was like, yo, if you think about it, in Lion King, when Scar was fighting the other lions, who was he fighting? Women. He was fucking them girls up. He was putting no paws on them girls. Like lions ain't got no rules, my nigga. They fucking shit up. It's wrong. But I think if there was no rules, I think niggas would be hitting girls.
I don't even think I seen no men up there.
Nah, because remember I was telling you, the male lions don't do shit. Yeah, right. It's all the women that do shit.
So, where the fuck was they at?
They was sleep. Niggas was sleeping. it's one Scar. They like, y'all got couple y'all gonna get fucked up.
Scar
But y'all
was
got
fucking
him.
all them
Scar was fucking them lions. Simba had to come like, yo, man, my mom is fucking Scar mom. Scar was fucking Simba mom. Remember she came up and was putting her head up. He smacked the shit out of her, dog. No, at the end of the day, we are animals at heart.
Right.
We are. It's just, I mean, so we need rules because you can't be hitting women and shit. But
right, it's all trial and error. We're all learning as we go. You know what I mean? Like that's why rules happen.
Yeah.
You know, that's how.
But that's why everybody be like, yo, this world's getting fucked up. No, it's not. It's just people are realizing that, yo, all this shit was just keeping me in a box. I'm really an animal.
And the media be like, because it's always a scare that people think that the world's going to end.
Facts.
But then, you know, we go and we chill for a couple more years and everything's good again.
And
You know what I mean? It's just the recession, you know, just build money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I really think we're going to get into it, that weather control shit.
Okay, the harp shit like that. I heard his harp.
That shit real, dog. Because even if it is hurricane season, right? Or a time where, you know, rain get crazy and winds get crazy. At the end of the day, I think they created that like, oh, it's hurricane season. Now y'all need to, you know, just like all holidays, like y'all need to go spend money. Or when it's about to snow, we gonna scare y'all. You know, it's about to get 12 inches of snow. You feel me? Even though we are, but that's what always happens. You feel me? Y'all, why you gonna scare us so we go buy up everything out of Walmart?
So that part is true. It always has, but that's two different topics. So are you saying that they scaring us by telling us some shit we already know, or are you saying that they're doing it and then telling us?
I think they're adding, you know, them little clouds that they not. The clouds that they make with the hydrogen and oxygen, I think they can add that to
make it stronger than what it would have been without.
What it would have been, because if they was just building clouds, and if they just push them in the same direction, because we know everything, longitude, latitude, NASA
we know how to create some shit,
right?
Yeah.
So if they just scooting the clouds within what's already going down and just flooding shit, you feel me?
Making shit happen.
You feel me? Winds and like I really think, and then once we're doing that, it's going to create winds and crazy weather because it's unnatural. You know what I'm saying?
So to play devil's advocate, let's say you were among the people pulling the strings, and you had a choice to make. I can either create these disasters that might kill some people, or the population will get out of control and we won't have enough space to house everybody. But I have to make a choice. I got to either kill some people unnaturally or just let that shit happen. Or I can kill 5,000 people this year and ruin their house.
Homes.
Or
so now we can buy up the property.
Or in 500 years, everybody's dead. Because the argument I always hear is that if HAARP is doing it, it's for population control. Because I get what you're saying. Like the Katrina shit, okay, maybe they did to rebuild that shit up. But a lot of these, or at least this storm, is fucking up places that's already like tourist attractions. Like these attractions are already controlled by the man. Like they were saying Disney World might get fucked up. If Disney World get fucked up, it's got to be some population control. It can't be like, I want to build on your land because y'all already that land's already belonged to y'all. Like that shit belongs to y'all already.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like
right.
Like these islands, these resorts, like they're already controlled by the man. The man builds these resorts and makes money off of it. So what's the point of rebuilding it? Like if you fucking up some inner city impoverished area, then I get it.
I mean, that's all you really see though.
Right. Yeah. Well, no. That's what we seen with Katrina. But we say Houston, that shit, everything's fucked up.
Is it really?
I mean, downtown was flooded in Houston, yeah. But nothing is flooded in Houston. Everything ain't. It's not like Katrina. Houses ain't fucked up. It's flooded everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not like, to be honest with you, Disneyland won't get touched.
Probably not. But also, you got to think the rich people, obviously, because they got money, will have the money to build their shit on more expensive land. The more expensive land is the land that's less susceptible to flooding.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So,
but when Sandy came, it fucked up the boardwalks. Wildwood.
Yeah.
Is demand don't technically run Wildwood? Like that shit all. It was all fucked up. Wildwood was out of commission for like a year.
Wildwood is like a nigga land, ain't it?
But niggas don't run it.
They don't run it, but.
You see what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of nigga. Miami a nigga land.
Build it though, right?
Not Miami a nigga land.
Right, but if they get insurance off of shit like that, well, I mean, and they get to rebuild it and make it.
Yeah,
a
but you can
better,
rebuild it
more
without.
expensive,
You
so
can
niggas
rebuild it
can't
without
go
the
there now.
without the hurricane. You can just be like, yo, we redoing this shit.
Right. I guess I was just feeding into the media because it just seems like
that could be
only
true.
The black areas
That could be true.
Get flooded.
But it's not only the black areas. It's only the impoverished areas.
I got you.
Whether it's black or white people there.
They coming out with that movie, remember Geostorm, where they talking about controlling weather. So I would just you gotta think outside the box sometimes because it's.
I think some of it. I think it's like two parts to it. It makes sense because all you talking about is gentrification.
Right.
That shit's been happening since New York days, where buildings would quote unquote catch on fire.
Right.
And then they would just rebuild it to some popping shit, and now you can't afford it because you didn't have homeowners insurance and shit like that. I think that plays a part, but I think if they was creating these shits, I would think some of it would have to be population control too, because people got to die.
Right.
I mean, people do. Like, it's just not a lot of land. Like,
right.
people gotta die, and the poor land is just the bad land. Like, no matter what, even if you rebuild some shit on that, the next storm that come through is gonna get fucked up again. Like, they're not gonna build no popping shit on bad land. I mean, they're just not gonna do it. Like I could be wrong, but they didn't turn Katrina into like some Disney World shit. Like, you can't correct the fact that New Orleans is a bowl. If some shit happen again, it's gonna get fucked up again.
I got you, but New Orleans is it's popping though. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they
LA popping
want that
too.
shit. I feel like Houston is popping. Like, I feel like they want that shit.
But everywhere is popping. Now if some weird shit start happening where areas, because I mean that shit was these tornadoes. Like, we was at work, we were saying like Katrina, all these shits. It's not like they getting worse. It's since shit's been fucking shit up, and it's been fucking up the same areas. Like this shit that this hurricane, what is this shit called?
Right.
Irma?
So you think they offer them type of housing in them type of areas? You know what I mean? Like low income.
I would too. That's
right.
not. I mean, yeah,
somebody, you gotta live somewhere.
You can't. You gotta give them somewhere to live.
Right.
Now, also, I do think hands are part of it, but I think if the shit they taught us in school is right, I mean, it just make like these are just hurricanes ain't fucking up poor places in Delaware. Once it start doing that, and I'm cool. Once it start doing that, then I'm like, all right, well, this shit it's out of the norm. But I say that to say this: the same path that Irma is supposed to hit or whatever, in 1996 or whatever, Andrew fucked that shit up,
That's
and then
Yeah, you're right.
It takes I say that to say, usually the places where bad shit happen, bad shit has happened. Like, it just keep hitting the same spots because those are the spots that are closer to the key, like the keys of Florida. Like, I don't know what's going. Like, when that shit hit, it's gonna hit like the attractions. Like, people go to the Florida Keys to vacation. That shit's getting fucked up. Like St. Martin, whatever.
Yeah, right.
Niggas, remember Mr. Bryan was talking to us about going. That shit's fucked up. Like, and that's resort areas. That's that to say. It's natural. Like, shit's gonna get fucked up.
So it's not no conspiracy shit.
I don't know if it's conspiracy. I know there's some manipulation. Probably. There's probably some manipulation. Like an hour. So we can but
it's only an hour?
Dip soon, yeah.
No, that's cool. I'm just talking.
Yeah, I definitely think it's some manipulation. I don't think shit. I think it's good not to overthink it or underthink it. Just understand something's going on, but it's not as deep,
right?
And it's not
probably
as superficial.
Climate,
it's right in the middle.
Chemicals and
you like you're right. There is some shit going on. I think it ain't as deep as niggas think.
Right, but it is some.
It
shit.
is some shit.
Some earth shit going on. It ain't no shit that man is doing.
It's like you said, it's a combination.
Or could it be energy? Yeah, you're right.
It's a combination.
It could be energy.
It's a combination of what man is doing intentionally.
You're right.
What man is doing unintentionally with the fumes and shit, and what nature's doing. So it's all like a combination.
Right.
Like the shit that man is doing with all the chemicals and shit in the air.
But then again, we don't know, because just like we always talk about the Bible, like Noah's Ark.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been a day where like a flood,
like some Houston shit.
And they just kind of like. and they could have probably not over exaggerated, but just
it rained for 40 days, 40 nights, basically the same shit in Houston.
We packed up all our animals.
Yeah, we had to get the fuck out.
We had to make sure they could reproduce just in case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got you.
It was just, but I'm sure that was like you said, that was just some shit that just happened, just like some Houston shit. I'm sure wherever Noah's Ark happened, it's probably still flooding during hurricane times and shit. Because I mean, if you close to water, it's gonna come with some bad shit. I mean, because think about it, bad shit happens in waters. They got whirlpools or whatever. They get big waves. Like water is all natural.
Right.
I mean, some fuck shit happens in the water. So, like I said, I don't think it's as bad as we think, but also you're right that it's something. I mean, I don't know the reasoning. It could be to gentrify.
Right.
It could be to population control. It could be just some natural shit. Like no matter what happens in this world, Florida will always get fucked up by hurricanes. Like
so it's not no shit, because I went to that Black History Museum.
That Black Wax thing?
Nah, not that John. The John in DC, the new one.
Okay, I ain't never been there.
That shit it's kind of popping.
Okay.
But you got to be prepared for that too, because it's like miles of walking.
Facts.
Reading.
Yeah.
So make sure you
it's
pack
educational.
It's educational. Make sure you pack some snacks.
Yeah.
And some water, because it's not really that many places to stop and get stuff. You know what I mean?
Outside.
You're gonna be walking for at least 4 hours.
It's outside or inside?
Inside.
Okay.
But it's just like a little tour. It starts you from like 1400s.
Oh, you got a tour guide. You can't go at your own pace.
No, you go at your own pace, but
Okay.
they just start you at the bottom, or I don't know. It's some way they do it. You get in the elevator,
Yeah.
then they start you
But
at
I
the 1400s.
can dip off and go get something to eat and come back.
You could, but you gotta start the joint all the way over.
Oh, because you're going up steps and shit.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
steps and ramp. It's like ramps.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's hot.
You got to go on the natural path of it. You
Yeah.
can't just pick up.
It's hot, but it takes you like 1400s and all just how history all the way up to like 2000, like to where LeBron and Hov and you know what I mean. So it takes you from how the slaves got over here, everything that happened all the way up to now, to how black culture is now.
Like, okay.
And it's hot. It's a lot of reading, and you got to know what you're getting yourself into. But it's free.
Right.
I feel like everybody should go. It was white people in there, black people in there.
Right.
And it's crazy, because like when we was talking about Made in America, like Hov performed that Still Nigga, and it's just like,
you get it.
It reminded me of being there, because like the white people reading and seeing the shit that the black people went through as the black people watching it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
do you think that's always gonna be a thing? Like you still always gonna be a nigga? Like,
I think.
Or do you think nigga will eventually become? We always remember where it stemmed from, but do you think nigga will become
poor?
Poor.
Yeah, nigga will eventually become poor in how you act. Like there's white.
Or do you think nigga will become
like the way we kind of like got ourselves out of that nigga mode, and nigga word is like white people can be a nigga now. You feel me? Because there's poor white people who kind of don't know how to act. Like a lot of Trump supporters is kind of like niggas.
But we call each other niggas.
But they kind of like, what do we call them?
I call you my nigga.
Yeah.
I think there will come a day where nigga is not even like, black people won't even be hurt by when a white person say it.
Yeah.
Facts. I think nigga will become like motherfucker, or like
wasn't it? I mean, it was hurt.
Like
they was hurt. They was hurt by it back then, but it's like they couldn't do nothing about it. So
who?
Like, let's say like 1845, you was a slave.
Somebody
he was like, "What's up?" I mean, the white dude was like, "Hey, nigga." Like, you probably just thought of it if it was like, "Hey, man," or because you was black, but or are you saying it like everybody would be using it equally?
I think it like white people would be calling like, "Chill, nigga."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so?
I mean, nigga can. There's a possibility you can see some black people around some white people. The word nigga flies from a white person's mouth and nothing happens. Like some crowds.
I mean, if they call each other it, but
period.
Or if they,
there's a times when you can see white people like, chill, nigga.
Nah, it's slowly.
Our parents, white person saying nigga, they getting fucked up.
Right, but no, it's slowly but surely becoming nothing.
Less sensitive, yeah.
Right, but
the power is gonna be taken out of it.
Evolution.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody need to go.
So I say that to say, so do you think there will be a time where like, you know how Jay was like, you know what I mean, white, basically saying no matter how rich you are, you still a black person. Do you think we'll eventually get out of that? Or do you think black people will always be the number 2? Because it seemed like it's transitioning to like soon we're gonna hold all the power.
I mean, and that's with anything. Soon the last would be the first.
Yeah.
So, you know, then it could be a time where the shit shift again.
Just like I'm sure there was a time before we came over here, black people were kings, and I heard they had slaves in Egypt.
Right. I mean, but they were fiends. They were like people who, like, you know, that fuck off, that don't really have no. There's a lot of people who don't have ambition. Like, everybody.
We can't use that as an excuse because the people they brought over here, a lot of them were poor. They brought poor because there were black people selling those people too.
No, you're right. There were poor people, but a lot of people who were fiends, like crackheads, like back in the day. You know, heroin addicts back in the day. They worked for their daily high. They weren't really looking for longevity and trying to build family. You know what I mean?
I'm sure a lot of poor people were though. A lot of poor people are poor.
I'm saying if you're raised that way, if you're not taught that you're more than what you are, you're just. I mean, you could easily manipulate a baby.
So you think that's an excuse?
For what?
To make somebody a slave.
It's not, but at the end of the day, if I feel like...
Because if you get why Egyptians have slaves, you have to get why white people have slaves.
I honestly do.
Get why white people have slaves.
I honestly do see that with slaves, this economy grew a lot faster.
Some slaves weren't educated before they even brought them over here. The white people were educated. But there were some black people that were educated and they couldn't take them motherfuckers as slaves.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. I'm saying, right. So I feel like the black man or body is a lot more stronger and built for the sun and built for the shit that they couldn't do. So they had to take those uneducated people and, you know, buy them and trade for them.
Treat them like cattle.
And poor people who really didn't have nothing to do, who offered themselves as slaves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they, you know, they were taken, and there were people who were brutal, you know, taken away and stolen. But at the end of the day, I do see in the earth way, down the earth way, I do see why and how slaves built this nation and made it a lot better than it would have been.
You're saying, like, if it wasn't for slaves, we would be like no different than like Iraq and them.
Iraq and them. We would have huts and, you know, carrying water on our head. But I'm not saying it was okay because inside of me is angry.
But it's the reason why we are where we are now.
But it's the reason why we're here where we are today. And I like, so as a down to earth person, I appreciate. Not appreciate, but like I understand and I get how everything has been built and why and
what slavery did for the country,
right? Because it wouldn't be what it is. So to
flip it, if you could do some magic shit and go back in time, and you can either opt for slavery in the world to be where it is now, or say no slavery, and you don't know what the outcome's going to be.
I don't think black people would know themselves and how talented they really are without it.
Okay, but I'm saying if you can go. No, because there's Africans that are talented that never became slaves and never were slaves. Like there were black people before slaves. There were kings in Egypt and shit like that. So there were people who were more advanced than the people who was coming. There was the people who like, if you take these motherfuckers, you got to pay me, nigga. I got the juice over here. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't know, I wasn't here, but I hear there was one, like when they came over and took some people, like there was some heads that was like, yo, I feel you, but I'm seeing eye to eye with you. Like I'm just as smart and powerful as you. So I say that to say if you could go back and because you're talking about maybe black people, but we don't know. Black only came from African.
Right.
Because they came to America and then they became integrated with white people and shit like that.
Okay.
So I say that to say if you can go back and we understood that the country was built off slavery, so in a nutshell, it kind of did make the country what it is. So you can go back and either erase slavery and don't know what the world's going to be, or you can just let it flow the way it flowed. And people got to die, people got to get hung the same way.
Right.
But you have a choice. Kind of like if you can go back, would you kill baby Hitler? Kind of some shit like that. So if you can go back, would you decide to make slavery happen and the world still becomes what it is now, or don't make slavery happen? Is it a chance we could be Iraq? Or is it a chance we could be fucking China?
Because I don't know if what's in me is either greedy or if I'm just supposed to accept what what's going on. You know what I mean?
Because that goes back to what I was saying about the population. If you had to either kill 500 people now or risk 10,000 people.
But it's like almost like knowing your self-worth or being like, I ain't shit. I ain't no better than the next man. So it's
about making a decision. It's about sacrifice.
It's about sacrifice.
It's about willing to say, I don't care about the people that get hurt.
Or having a vision.
People got to die.
Because there were, like you said, there were kings in Egypt, but I'm pretty sure they didn't build the pyramid themselves.
Yeah, slaves did. A lot of slaves.
Right.
Well, there were some workers. There was definitely some workers.
Or
I'm
people,
sure some of them were servants.
But at the end of the day, there was people who probably conquered this, and then you had to either put in more work than normal so they can get, like almost like free labor. Like, I'm going to pay you $5 so you can do this where normally today it should be like $20. You know what I'm saying? So you're not really losing anything for paying this dude, but this person is able to live and build your company up. It was just a bunch of companies and businesses back in the day. That's how I see it.
Right.
And for the fact that they brought our people over here and did this, like I honestly don't know if I would want to be living in Guam or or the Congo carrying shit on my head. Like I
that's what I'm saying. Would you just let slavery rock out, or would you decide, all right, fuck that? If I can make slavery not happen, I'm not gonna make it happen. Or would you rock out, let it happen? The world is what it is now, or never slavery never happens, and you don't know if it's Guam.
So my choice, because I think it was supposed to happen for the fact that people survived and got over here.
People didn't survive. You survived. Your generation survived. Some generations died.
No,
out.
I'm saying some people did, but some people did die, but some people
did.
did. Some people
die.
didn't.
Yeah.
So when they got up, they was probably appreciative. Like, damn, I made it. Let me.
Well, I got off the boat.
Yeah.
But then they could have died after they got off the boat.
You're right. And there's a lot of people. They were saying that black people was already over here, and that most of the people who came over here was transported didn't even make it.
Yeah.
They were saying that they was just over here gentrifying these people who was over here in America.
Indians,
so I don't really know what history is, and I'm kind of
I mean, a lot of people made it from the slave ship. A lot of people didn't.
A lot of people did.
It's a long journey.
They were saying that black people was already over here, and Indians, and I'm saying, and mixing and just all that shit. So it's like, I really don't know, but it's just like I don't appreciate slavery at all. But it's just like some people do fuck off.
Yeah.
And you need to make them do something because they're gonna either leech or take from you or not or feel like they're just here just you know what I mean? Like, do you believe there are people who don't feel like they should or have to do anything?
Right.
And then there's people who feel like, all right, well, there's creators and there's inventors, and then there's people who kind of play the middle.
There's workers and there's consumers and there's sellers, right?
So it's just like I guess it's just human nature, man.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, there's that's what the strongest will survive. That doesn't necessarily mean you got to turn people into slaves, though.
Right. Nah, you're right. But I guess
I'm not saying either way. I'm just curious what you would do.
Me personally, I would just like to help people.
But if you had to make the choice, slavery in America is what it is today.
Damn.
Or say, yo.
Can I take a piss and think about it?
Well, yeah, think about that, bro.
Talk to the people about how you feel about it.
It's just like a lot of times I feel like as society we question whether it be a worker and you question what your boss do, or be a resident of the United States and you question what the president does. A lot of people critique the people in power without understanding what it feels like to have the power. Like I was saying, let's say that the government had a choice. They knew if they killed 1,000 people tomorrow, they could guarantee the safety of the world. They can guarantee the safety of the world 20 years from now.
Oh, shit.
But if they don't kill the 1,000 people, it's not guaranteed the world will end. But if they don't kill the 1,000 people,
what you seen, the 100?
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying. If they don't kill 1,000 people, there's a possibility that
you're a savage.
A bunch of people could die. Like the world could end in 20 years. Like you have to make a decision, but you don't know. Like it's not easy.
You.
It's not like I can kill 1,000 people and we good or we not. And we
right.
like you gotta.
Being able to make that decision is very hard. And you're right. There's people who can critique the person who makes that decision, but they would never be able to make it
themselves.
Ever.
Right. So, what decision would you make?
As a person that I am,
yes,
I feel like I'm more of a seller than a buyer.
So you would.
I don't know.
You would let slavery happen.
Man, that's a hard question because, like I said, I see outside of the box. I see what it did, even though I don't appreciate what happened.
How it got there.
Or the way they explained it to me, it was fucking brutal.
Got it.
So whether it was or not,
got it.
Because I didn't see it.
Got it.
I believe it.
Right.
And it kind of makes me think like that shit was wrong. But at the end of the day, I don't think we'll be where we at as a country if it wasn't because of it.
So that's like this. That's like two families, the Hiltons and the Burgers or whatever, right? And these are just two families. They both impoverished and shit like that. They both want to be dynasties. The Hiltons, they go rob a bunch of banks. They kill a bunch of people. And then 100 years from now, they family got a dynasty. And the Burgers, they do it the right way. They're going to be poor. The kids are poor. The kids are poor. But listen, look, the kids are poor.
Civil War was
but then
about.
Eventually, if they keep pushing it,
over
maybe
300 years.
Right, maybe it don't take them 100 years to do it, but it make them 300 years to do it. So I say that to say maybe with slavery, the U.S. gets popping faster than ever. It's popping in 200 years, in 100 years, we're the strongest country ever. But without slavery, there's a possibility that we do get there, but it may take 500 years instead of 100 years.
Right.
So I say that to say, agreeing with slavery doesn't mean you're a seller, right? That just means you willing to get successful off someone else's work, right? Slavery is kind of like ghostwriting. It's kind of like stealing somebody's raps.
But what if they didn't know their potential?
Is that potential? You murdered them. You raped
them.
No,
not
you
raping,
killed the
but
babies.
not that
yeah,
part.
But you
okay, you talking about all that? Yeah, I don't agree with that part.
No, but I don't agree with it. But I'm saying you have a decision. You can either keep slavery and America is popping, or you can abolish slavery and it's possible America could be Iraq, or it's possible America could be Australia, which is all right. Or it's possible it could be Japan, which is popping. But you don't know. Like that's what I said. It's like you can kill 1,000 now or take a chance that 10 million may die in 20 years. You don't know if the 10 million is going to die, but you know what I mean? But you know if you kill these 1,000, you straight. It's like you know if slavery happens, America does get popping.
It's like the Belko experiment. You seen that movie?
I seen the Belko experiment.
You had to kill a certain amount of people in order to keep a certain amount of people alive.
Right, and you didn't know for sure if you kill them that they'll even let everybody live. But you kind of got to make a choice.
I don't think I have the savagery to make people like, yeah, well, we going to go get that group of people over there, and we're going to make them work for us so we can just chill. And I don't think I had that in me.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, because I think that's like cheating, right? That's cheating.
It's cheating, even though I do see how like some people don't see their potential, and some people might fuck off, and you know maybe this person might chase flowers and butterflies all day. And you might, man, we need help over here in the field. Like,
but okay, that's different. That's more like you making them work, or saying if you don't work, you're going to jail. But not like if you don't work, I'm gonna rape your kids, or if you don't work, I'm gonna kill your kids.
Yeah, that part is bad, but like,
but that's slavery though. Like that's why when people say we're slaves now, you're not a fucking slave.
I got you.
Whether your mentality may be slave mentality,
but the fact that I'm gonna take your money away from you and your food and
I'm not taking anything from you. I'm just not giving it to you. You're not taking it from me. If I quit my job, they're not taking the money that's in my bank right now.
Right.
They're not giving me more money. I'm not taking anything from you.
But your bills are taking it from you.
That's just that's just what it is.
Somebody's running all that shit.
They're not taking it because I don't have to pay them bills.
Somebody's running all that though.
Somebody is running it, but that's called a ecosystem. That's just a financial. I mean, there has to be bills, and I mean, there has to be.
I got you.
Like that makes sense. But I'm saying that's why when people say that, because it's so funny as the thing on The Office where they was like, where the dude was saying, I was in federal prison. Prison was kind of popping. It was kind of a little better than this office. And the people in jail, and the officer was like, man, damn, prison better than here. Fuck this job. And then the worker and the boss was like, oh, y'all think this is prison? So he locked them in the office, right? And the HR dude came and was like, yo, they aren't saying that they are prisoners. They're just joking, but saying like there's some parts of prison that is better than here. So there's some parts of the way we live in where it's like, oh, it's kind of like slavery, but you ain't really slaves. Slaves, if they didn't work, they was getting murdered. Their wives were getting raped. That's slavery. You see what I'm saying? Like, so we're not slaves, but like we're at the bottom of the food chain. Right. So taking somebody and saying, yo, you got potential. I'm going to bring you over here. I'm going to make you a worker. I'm going to let you move up. Slaves really couldn't move up. The most you can move was into the house. And even then, you got treated like a piece of shit. Like, if you didn't listen, you was getting raped. It didn't matter. You could have been a house nigga or yard nigga. If you didn't listen, you was getting fucked up. You was still a slave. Man. Slavery at no point was.
But I'm saying, it's like, if you don't listen at work, there's a chance that they could try to take the money out your pocket.
No, they can't take anything out your pocket. Not legally, at least not right now.
I'm saying, but if you don't make no money, that's out your pocket.
That's a choice, though. You choose to have things. Yeah, but
back in the day, you didn't
have a choice
as a slave, but you was getting fed every day. You knew where you was going to sleep every day,
or was death. There was no in between. I can have no money and still know where I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna go sleep at that Acme, my nigga. I'm gonna go sleep at that Acme, and I know what I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna go to the homeless shelter. Like you have a choice. Like there's some people who choose to live off the grid and they just fucking walk around and they get scraps while they can. Like I don't know if you know, like the story of Buddha was supposed to be, it was like a king and a prince, and he always thought like everybody lived this way. My dad's rich. I lived banging. I thought everybody lived there because it was in a castle and shit, and he was in a community. One time his dad, he was supposed to stay there. One time he escaped out, right? And he realized, yo, everybody, like, this world is fucked up. Like, I thought everybody had it this way, but everybody don't. And then eventually he chose, even though I got all this, he ran away and just was impoverished for like 10, 20 years, and eventually he just got wise and supposedly became Buddha. I don't know if that's if that's exactly how it went, but that's something like that. So I say that to say people have a choice now. You have a choice. Like, you don't have to work.
Yeah, but if you don't...
You say you got bills, you don't have to have a house. If you don't want a house, and you can survive your whole life without a house.
But Buddha was probably at peace because he understood...
I don't even know if that's a true story.
Right, but it sounds like it could be.
But I say that to say you have a choice. Like you said, if I quit my job, they no longer give me money and my bills. But what if I don't have bills? What if I just live off the grid? I'm just walking around
back in the day, they probably did have like, listen.
There was no outs. There was no outs. You either was a slave or you was dead. There was nothing else. They wouldn't say, oh, well, if you don't want to be a slave, I'll send you up, because slavery wasn't up north, so I'm going to send you up north, and you ain't got a job and shit, but you can be homeless up north. Nah.
You're right. You was either
actually, when slavery was abolished, niggas don't really know this. After slavery was abolished, they let black people go. You can go. But if you don't find a job and get a house, you're homeless. And being homeless was illegal. So they could arrest you and make you work for free.
Oh yeah.
So most people, that's what they do in jail right now. Like, you got to work in jail. You know what I mean?
That's where prisons.
That's kind of like prisons. You know what I mean? In a sense, because
I believe it. They was teaching shit like that.
So
up there.
even after slavery was quote unquote abolished, just like Life. Remember the movie Life? That wasn't even close to slavery times, but they were working. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what jail used to be. You had free labor, but they would arrest motherfuckers who were homeless. And now they just slaves all over again. You know what I mean? So they didn't have a choice.
Right. Like, but homeless people don't get arrested no more.
Nah, homeless people don't get arrested. Right. You know what I mean? Like, you're allowed to be homeless. I think you can't be drawling and shit like that. Like, they can tell you to move from in front of certain businesses and shit. Right. But you know what I mean? You can find a place to sleep outside. So niggas got a choice. The world is fucked up. It's hard to live, but it's everywhere. Like, it's like a jungle. It's just, it doesn't look like a jungle because we have a visual of what a jungle is, like animals and trees and shit. But at the end of the day, we in a jungle.
Right. So let's get into how baseball is whack, and then we're gonna give our NFL picks, and then we out of here.
Yeah, man.
Baseball. I don't know what y'all do. How do y'all generate so much money? Is it? I mean, I know that y'all are kept alive because of the generations and families, and
I think it might
it's
be the
like
oldest
college.
sport. I think
it's like a college. Like, you know, you keep it's like, you know how colleges are kept alive because of the generations.
But college is also a necessity. Like, or people believe it's a necessity.
People believe baseball is a necessity. Like, people are baseball hardcore fans.
Yeah, because it was embedded in you. Like,
right.
Like there's baseball families.
Because look, college, baseball families. Because college, it was just like, we got this big piece of land. We're going to build this building, this community. We're going to charge people to come on our land and live here. That's all college is, and learn. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So baseball is like same thing. Like, all, you know, our kids, our cousins, our nephews. We're going to breed them to play baseball. We're going to have something productive to do. We're going to watch them. You know, we're going to sell food here. You can come. That's what I think it is. I think it's just like a family business, a bunch of them.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, that's a fact. It's old. It's a big business. It's easier to do. Like you could have no athleticism. Now, granted, it takes some talent, it takes some skill, but I'm saying there's some people, like most people that play basketball,
just like in a 3-pointer, it takes some skill.
Yeah, most people
you ain't got to go to the rack.
Right.
You just stand outside and just hit threes.
But the sport of basketball, a lot of people that play basketball can probably play baseball or football. Right. A lot of people that play football can probably play basketball or baseball.
Right, but baseball players can't play.
I'm just none of them. Probably like 1%, my nigga, because most of them they got a gut.
Right.
They're usually not fast. They're usually not in shape. Because think about it,
they just husky.
Baseball is the only sport where one of the star players can go the whole game without doing shit. Think about it. Let's say you the best outfielder in baseball.
Right.
The best one in baseball.
Right.
But your pitcher, he pitch a no-hitter. Not one ball flies to your area. Literally, the entire. I mean, granted, there's a chance you might have to go up to a bat, right? So you might have to swing the bat 3 times. You can strike out every time. You can swing, but your team still win by 40.
Right.
Your team win 10-0 in the whole game. There's a possibility that you don't move one fucking muscle.
Right.
You could be in the outfield. Not one ball flies to the outfield.
Why are you so strong?
It's a strike every fucking time, and you just sit in the outfield.
Right. Why are you so strong?
Why are you so strong?
Well, I'm saying, why are they so strong for? They don't.
Nah, them niggas know. Them niggas not even strong. What are you talking about?
I'm saying, but they all be kind of husky though. Like,
depending
you don't really
on what your position is.
Baseball player.
It's some motherfuckers that ain't good at hitting the ball, but they good at catching it when they go to the outfield, and they can catch them shits over the wall. But I'm saying some games that never happens. Like I'm sure in baseball there's some people who are amazing in the outfield, but probably aren't good at. Because what position did Barry Bonds play? I don't fucking know.
He just hit.
I mean, I'm sure he played a position, outfield, or shortstop, second base, first base. I think he probably played something.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he probably may not have been that good.
Yeah.
There were some niggas who are great second basemen, or great outfielders that probably can't hit a fucking ball. So they might be skinny. They might be able to catch.
Right.
But I say that to say there's games where they probably don't literally move them. They just chilling, talking to the fans.
But don't they play like 180 something games?
Facts. Yeah.
And like back to backs and
the reason why they can play back to backs is because you don't exert no fucking
energy.
I don't
get it. I don't fucking get it. Why is there so many games? Why? Y'all score 1-0. Y'all played 9 innings. Fucking 3 hours. For what? I don't get it.
Yeah, that shit's dumb.
I will never get into baseball. I don't give a fuck.
It's probably the least talented.
I like soccer and golf.
Soccer kind of popping though.
Even tennis.
I wouldn't say golf. I'm not doing golf.
I fuck with tennis though. I fuck with tennis over baseball.
Nah.
With Serena.
Nah. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. You're not talking me into saying tennis is worse. Tennis is worse, dog. But it makes sense because tennis only like 4 people getting money. Baseball, all the motherfuckers getting that spread. So even though baseball is better than tennis, because you might get a good catch, you might get a home run.
Like
tennis, you ain't
getting
nothing.
Aaron Judge, he be snapping.
He probably get some home runs. Yeah. Tennis, you ain't get nothing. Like nothing. Tennis is probably the worst sport Cause golf you might see a hole in one.
Right.
Like, oh, that's kind of
Right.
popping.
Tennis is like just back
Not
and forth.
one thing. It's not one time somebody hit the ball hard as
Unless
shit.
my nigga hitting shit behind his back and shit.
Well, until that motherfucker
ain't
come,
never see that.
and you can't do it every once in a while.
Right.
Like if you the nigga that's every hit, behind the back, flipping the rack, behind the back, behind the head, then you impress me.
Right,
Other than that, you
right,
just hitting the
right,
ball hard as
right.
shit. I don't, whatever.
Right.
I respect it, but I'm just fucking boring. That don't mean it's not boring.
Fuck
Fucking
out of here, baseball and tennis. But yeah, so this is a special week, y'all. You know what I'm saying? My man Tom, he got waxed. How Tom get waxed like that, man?
Their defense is. Well, let's talk about this. I gotta do something.
Yeah, their defense is trash. Like for real, they did put up 27 points, which is a decent number of points because you know a lot of
27 points isn't even a decent number. 27 points is
great.
Almost guaranteed victory.
Yeah. And
So their defense is horrible. Facts, right? Or
Facts.
play horrible, but
facts.
everybody got to take some responsibility for that loss because no lie, when I went to bed, the score was 28-27. The Chiefs were up 1. But I thought they were about to kick a field goal. So they would have went up 4, right? I had the Patriots minus 3.5. So I knew even if they scored a field goal and the Patriots came down and scored a touchdown, they would only win by 3, I would still lose my cards. So I say that to say I went to bed. It was like 8 minutes left. The score was 28-27. When I woke up, the score was 42-27. So I say that to say even though the defense allowed the Chiefs to keep scoring, Tom is not the Tom he once was because he couldn't keep up. You can say he didn't have the weapons, but okay. But the reason why we love Tom and Tom was who he was is because
He brought it down at least to the game, to the wire.
without
they never
weapons,
get crushed.
without weapons,
Right.
He got smacked. He still had Gronkowski. He still had Cooks. Like there was
Still
times
had
where
Hogan.
Tom won with fucking what's his name, Deion Branch.
Right,
Like there
right,
was times.
right,
where,
right.
So I'm saying Tom is still good.
Are we underestimating the Chiefs?
No, Chiefs are good, but Tom is slowing down. That's a fact. Tom slowed in the finals. I mean, the Super Bowl. He slowed down.
So what you saying? He
He's
kind
tapered
of
off.
kind of juiced that last year up. Like he kind of made all the money he could off that last year because people think Tom got 4 more years left.
No, he doesn't.
So he probably made all the interview money.
Tom won't even be a Patriot next year. They trade him. They'll trade Tom next year. Guaranteed. Jimmy Garoppolo will start next year for the New England Patriots. That's a fact. Patriots won't. They might not win a playoff game. Fact. Fact.
Wow.
Fact.
Wow. So they're not to guarantee this year.
No, because Tom was always
No, they still put up 27 on the Chiefs defense.
the first game of the season.
So
First game of the season. They missed. I'm saying
the Chiefs is no slouch. Let's not forget that.
But almost no. There's like 2
like
slouches.
last year, the
There's
Chiefs
like,
didn't really lose.
But there's
bro.
like 2 slouches. And no one in the league is a slouch. There's 4 or 5 teams better than the Chiefs. So I say that to say
who?
in my person in the way I think about it,
Who?
Steelers. I think they scarier.
Yes,
I think the
definitely,
Steelers are
definitely.
scarier.
You right about that.
I think-
you fucking right about
I
that.
think
you damn fucking right about that.
you know
one.
what, the Chiefs are coached well. Talent wise, there's a lot more talented
They
teams.
got defense.
Okay,
and
but when's the last time the
listen,
Chiefs
they
won a
never
Super
really
Bowl?
had receivers.
So
they always had a great tight end.
They still don't got receivers.
They used to have a running back with Jamal Charles.
Still don't got receivers.
They got fast niggas though.
Okay,
and
everybody
Alex
got
Smith.
fast
You
niggas.
say you like Alex.
because he was safe.
So what the fuck are you saying?
But you saying the Chiefs is the greatest football team ever?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that they was at least top 3 in the AFC.
Okay, so I'm not saying the Patriots is trash, but if they can't be the top 3 team, how they gonna be the top 1 team?
Who's top 1?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Are you saying the Chiefs is number 1?
I'm saying Patriots are top 3. Steelers, Chiefs, and Patriots.
I mean, Broncos be top 3. That don't mean nothing.
No, they're not.
There's been times where they were. There was times where they fucking won a Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Well, name me another AFC team that's better than them 3 teams. You can't, my nigga.
Yes, the Raiders. Last year they were better than the Chiefs.
Well, they number 4, and after that is nobody else. Nobody.
Okay, right. So, but what you're saying is
for the fact that the Patriots lost, okay.
Okay, so I don't understand your argument. I'm saying the Patriots aren't the best, and you're agreeing with me.
I'm saying they lost to a great team.
Okay,
They lost to the
so
number
they're
2
not
team
the
in the AFC.
Okay, so they're not the best team. So the Patriots are not the best team.
The Chiefs are the best team.
This debate started off with who's the best team.
The Chiefs right now are the best because they got a better defense than us in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And they got fast receivers who've been showing up.
No, the Chiefs' offense is trash, dog. The Patriots' defense is trash. That's all they have is Tyreek Hill. If one nigga was able to do that, it's been Ted Ginn. There's a ton of fast niggas, dog. There's a ton of fast niggas. J.J. Nelson. There's a bunch of Tyreek Hills. What's the nigga that used to crush the Bears nigga? What's that nigga? To get all the punt returns.
I know you're talking about
Dante Hall, or not Dante Hall, but it was the dude. But I'm just saying, there's always. So I'm saying the Chiefs are good, but I mean, the Packers. You know what I mean? Defense is cool and all, but nigga, the offensive teams usually win. You know what I'm saying? As long as you can defend a little bit.
Defense. Like,
the Packers be having they always got the worst defense. Packers they always got just hot Quentin Dix, whatever his name is. That's like they always got a bad defense, but they be winning, bro.
The
Patriots.
Woodson.
The Patriots was on the reason. Think about it. Technically, on paper, the Cowboys had one of the best defenses in the league last year, right? Statistically. But it was only because their offense was so good that they always got off the field quick.
Actually, the Patriots did.
Right, and right.
Or the Chiefs.
I didn't say the Cowboys had the best. I said they had one of the best.
Okay.
But talent-wise, everybody was like, yo, the Cowboys defense is trash. But on paper, it seemed good because Zeke was just eating a clock a lot. So, so the other team's offense didn't have a lot of time on the field.
Score.
So it seemed like they had a great defense. So I say that to say great offenses sometimes make the defense easier, make their job easier.
Right.
So I say that to say there's the Seahawks. I mean, if Russell Wilson can play okay, they're guaranteed Super Bowl. Seahawks got the best team in the league.
Good defense, you turn that ball over, and the offense got to get the ball. And if your offense not right, like the Rams,
right,
you gonna turn that shit right back over.
And Rams had one of the best defenses in the league, and they still was trash.
Because you got to have an offense that's gonna balance you right.
So I would say I would take a great offense over a great defense. Right.
So I would say the Falcons still gonna be nice because the
Falcons still gonna be nice.
Got offense and defense.
I haven't seen them play.
Not gonna be trash, dog.
I never said they trash, but
but they're gonna they're gonna be like I'm glad they lost that game because you know why the spread gonna be low next.
No, it's not.
Week.
It's still gonna be high because people still got faith in them. What I'm saying is I don't think they're trash, but at no point am I calling them trash. They're still top 10 team in the league. I don't know about they top 5. I don't think they have based off what I've seen, I don't think they have a chance. Not even a chance to win the Super Bowl. They lost Julian Edelman, and the stat was Julian Edelman.
No, you're right. It's up in the air.
The stat was Julian Edelman was the Patriots' third down guy. Like they said, 60% of his catches were on third. I don't know the exact stat, but on third down when they needed a first down, Julian Edelman was the guy they went to. Gronkowski, he had back surgery last year. He's slowing down. Tom Brady, he just wasn't as sharp, right? And that's acceptable. You don't have to be sharp all the time. But I'm saying he's slowing down. I'm not saying he's terrible. He's slowing down.
One game, bro, against one of the best defenses.
It wasn't one game. It was 2 games. Super Bowl. He looked terrible in the Super Bowl. He looked great fourth quarter, but the first 3 quarters he was missing a lot, man. I know. No, I did. No. See, in order for us to dispute, you gotta speak to me soberly,
my
bro.
My defense is getting scored on,
but didn't I say their defense was trash? I said it.
But last year their defense was one of the best defenses in the game.
Right, but I mean, last night they looked trash.
Okay,
but I'm saying there's times where a lot of teams' defenses look trash, but Tom was good enough to overwhelm. Now, Patriots defense were always solid, but like I said, that's because Tom always put pressure on the other team's offense.
I got you. You definitely need that offense.
You need to put the pressure. Like
on the offense.
If my defense knows, if my offense knows I don't gotta score every time, I'm just playing more comfortable. Like I'm comfortable. But if the team is scoring every possession, let's say Tom scores every single possession, which he usually do, he's making the other offense think more because they like, man, I gotta score. So now you putting pressure on them. So I'm not saying Tom is trash, but I think it's easy to say he ain't the Tom from 3-4 years ago. I think Tom had a really good season last year. Statistically, he had one of his best seasons. I'm just playing an eye test. I'm playing an eye test. The eye test is Tom was missing a lot of throws that he doesn't usually miss.
Okay, it was practice, my nigga.
Okay, so let's say Jordan came out and airball. Like, that ain't normal. Like, it's regular for a regular nigga to airball, but Jordan don't be airballing. So if he start airballing, I don't know.
If you had a first bad game, are you going to sit here and tell yourself you fell off, or are you going? Like, how you going to judge my nigga after one game?
You're comparing yourself to Tom. You're not Tom. You're comparing me to Tom. I'm not Tom. I'm saying it's somebody that's almost as close to perfect as you can see. They don't usually have bad games. That's what I'm saying. And at home, not only did he have a bad game.
Alex did have a good game.
No. Not only did Tom have a bad game, he lost gas. Like, now, bad game is, you can't get it clicking at all. But when you got it clicking and all of a sudden you can't get it clicking no more, then it's like, They figured you out.
No, I got you.
It's a difference between having a bad game and getting figured out.
Alex did have a great game, so I get you when you compare quarterbacks having a good game. Alex, he was on point the whole.
And there's been times where other quarterbacks had a better game than Tom. And I'm saying it's rare defense was able to figure them out.
Right, and I don't think the Chiefs got a better offense than the Patriots.
Nope.
To be honest,
and
with
I think their defense figured Tom out. They figured out.
They got a great
I don't know what
defense.
the fuck they did.
It's going to be between them and each other for that final spot for the championship this year.
There's no way.
Well, no, matter of fact,
Patriots not winning championship.
Steelers and the Chiefs.
I don't know because I think the Broncos gonna be nice.
But we gonna smack the Chiefs.
I think the Broncos can be nice, bro. Y'all injury prone, so if somebody doesn't get hurt, I'm just saying our defense is so good that we have a chance to ball. Like you sleeping. Like, football is just not like basketball. Like, teams just don't be winning all the time. Like, it's just whoever have a better season, bro. And I'm just saying sometimes it doesn't look like it's in the cards for him this year, man. It just don't look like it's in the cards for him. I haven't even seen everybody else play.
I got you.
But I'm saying they don't got a lot of talent right now. They need some talent.
So let's get the cards in. Let's get a white, yellow, and beige in real quick for the podcast, and then we done.
All right.
What you want to do first? The white. Get it out the way.
Oh yeah. Wait, go ahead. I don't know how you.
So we gonna give y'all how much money we gonna help them with, like total. Like $10.
Yeah, just fill one out. What you saying? All them shits. Guess all them shits.
I'm saying, but how much are we gonna put on it? Like $2 on this, $5 on this, $5 on this, and like $3 on this.
I wasn't thinking that deep into it. I was thinking you was gonna just say who gonna cover the spread. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't picking every single team. That's not gonna happen.
Oh, so what you trying to do? You trying to actually do a card right now? Like, I'm not betting on a card right now.
No, I'm just saying we just gonna do it for the podcast.
Yeah, I ain't worried about the money though.
You know what I'm saying? So for the Bills beating the Jets by 10.
That shit's really say 9.5, bro?
Yes.
Yes, though. No, the Bills. I mean, the Jets.
Jets.
It's not even close. 9.5. That's a disrespectful spread. That Chiefs game spread was so disrespectful. Patriots are not that good.
And it's going over, right?
I don't understand that. Fuck no, that shit going under. It's going to be like 17-10.
Okay. Falcons beating the Bears by 8.
That's a fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah, but it's possible that they couldn't. But that game's going under.
Going under?
Yes, dog. McGlennon is not going to score.
You're right. Texans beating the Jaguars by 6.
I don't know, man. Yeah, it's so tough.
Jaguars be winning like 19-18.
And we don't know if Tom Savage is really going to turn up. So if I had to pick that game, which I wouldn't, I would go Jags.
Me too. Over under 39.
And you know what? I might go over because the Texans got a defense that could get a pick 6.
Right.
And they might score, so that's 14. The final score might be 20-17. And what's that, 37? Oh, I don't know.
Oh shit! That is.
I fucking want to go
Jags
under.
Don't score over 20.
Yeah, it might be like 17-20 final score. I'll go under.
Yeah, under. Yeah, we.
One of them bitches gonna go over, but fuck it, I'm gonna go under.
Eagles beating the Redskins by 2.
I'm going Redskins. I don't even know why the Eagles is favorite, but they saying sharp money on the Eagles. Like, they got sharp money on the Eagles. Like, a lot of people betting the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eagles supposed to be nice this year.
I think I'm gonna go with Redskins.
I'm going Redskins too
because I think my man Josh Norman gonna take Alshon Jeffrey out the game, and then is
he playing?
Who?
Jeffries. I thought he was hurt.
I don't know. No. I think he playing. I mean, I think it's going over though. I think it's gonna be a shootout.
Yeah, it's always with the team. Cardinals and Lions. Cardinals beat them by 2.
I'm going Cards. Yeah, I think that spread is disrespectful.
It is,
but maybe not. Who knows? But yeah,
under.
Over.
Okay. Titans beating the Raiders by 2. At home.
Yo, that might be the game of the week, bro. Titans Raiders is the game of the week. Mark my word.
Like
either that or the Packers game.
Or the Giants Cowboys.
Giants. Depends on if Odell's
a lot
if
of these
Odell
games
play.
are divisions, man. They get like Steelers, Browns.
I think that's how it is a lot of times during the first week of the season.
So I don't know.
I mean, at least half of them are.
Yeah,
I guess that's how it is every week,
right,
though, right?
Right,
It's
right,
usually a lot
right.
of divisional games.
Right.
Because it's not really that many.
Like the
divisional games.
Titans, man. I think the Titans gonna be nice this year, dog.
I know, because last year I thought it was going to be their year, but I think now DeMarco Murray fit in a little bit. They're going to find a way to fit.
And they got the nice tight end.
What's the dude named? The backup running back that's nice as shit.
Oh, Henry.
And they're going to find Derrick Henry.
We can skip over that. Skip over that.
They got Eric Decker now.
Right. Yeah,
I'm going to go with Titans. The over in the Titans. I'm going to go Titans over because I think Marshawn Lynch, mark my word, is going to do more harm to the Raiders than good. Not because he trash, but because I think they're going to feed him the ball and kind of going to mess up
when
the chemistry.
You know he's going to run.
Right, yeah.
Like, that nigga's not catching no passes.
Yeah,
man.
so even though back in the day, my man Rush used to throw it to him, but he's older now. You know what I mean?
He used to dump it.
Yeah. I don't know. Remember the Super Bowl game against the Patriots? To get him down the field, Marshawn ran that wheel route and Russ bombed it to him. He caught that shit, but whatever. But he was younger then.
But you had to watch Russ running too. Carr, you know he gonna pass it.
You know he passing. I mean? Yeah. So I don't know how the Raiders gonna be.
You can't really play the option.
Yeah, that Dolphins game is done. But I think the Bucks would have smoked the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I think that would have went over. That was disrespectful because I think the
41.
I think niggas sleeping on Jay Cutler.
Oh yeah.
I think he's gonna
the Bucks
score
do
some.
Got defense though. But
Dolphins got weapons.
Got offense.
They got Jay Ajayi.
Yeah.
They got Jarvis Landry, Devontae Parker.
Yeah.
Like
Cameron, they tight end.
Yeah, like they got a couple weapons. Yeah, I think that would have went over too.
Bengals at home.
I think the Bengals the sleeper this year. If AJ Green stays healthy with Tyler Eifert or my man Joe Mixon,
right?
They picked up Brandon LaFell.
Nice defense.
They got good defense. Yeah, they gonna be all right.
Over under.
That's a division game.
I ain't fucking with that.
Yeah, I think that could go in there.
Steelers. I'm picking the Steelers. I ain't fucking with that over under though.
Nah, it's going over. That's going over because the Browns got that.
Scoring.
No, they don't. But they got that
Kaiser.
young dude. You never know. And they got him, and they picked up who they receiver. Now they got Corey Coleman, and they got somebody else.
Scoring 47.
Yeah, y'all might, because the Browns defense is horrible, and y'all got the Martavis Bryant. If he can fucking stop smoking weed, y'all might be all right.
Mm-hmm. Rams winning that.
Rams winning. That's going under.
Under.
That's going to be like 17-20 to nothing, something like that.
Right. Packers.
That's the hardest game of the week. Packers Seahawks.
Skip it.
Fuck it. Nah, let's talk about it. What we thinking?
All right. Well, I don't know, man, because I don't think the Seahawks that nice. Like, I'm going.
It all depend on
Packers
Russ.
over, like Seahawks over anybody else, but against the Packers, no.
In Lambeau Field.
Right. Right.
And that's
exactly.
going over. All right, so Panthers,
I'm going
Niners.
dog.
Yeah. I think if the Panthers smack the Niners, they're going to have a good season.
Okay.
If they don't cover this spread, they're going to be trash
It's
again.
over.
Yeah, they're going to be trash again. And I think that bitch going over.
Over.
Like, I think they're going to be kind of going at it a little bit.
Cover.
I think they're going to go at
Niners
it.
going to cover. Giants. I'm going with Giants.
Yeah, that plus four is.
That
depends on if Odell play though. If Odell hurt, then
I forgot.
Yeah, remember he fucking
if
hurt.
He's hurt, then the Cowboys going. I don't know.
But I'm saying that the scary thing is, what if he plays?
Marshall,
thing is, what if he plays, but he's not 100%?
Right.
That's more scary than him not playing at all.
Nah, you right.
So that game is scary for that very reason. I think I would more so bet the under.
Under, right?
Yeah, because them niggas usually be shutting each like the
the
Giants got a line. Yeah, they ain't gonna let Zeke go off. Zeke never went off against the Giants.
Right.
He ain't going off. I think Vikings is gonna be all right this year because they got Dalvin Cook. They got a good running back now. I know but they line was always horrible. But I heard they drafted